right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, the time right now is about 10 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all. I want y'all to give it up and show your love. We talking about a whole lot of stuff this morning, talking about the government shutdown and tax season. From y'all, give it up and show your love for financial expert, Mr. Jini Thornton, y'all.
Yep. Good morning, Rickey Smiley Show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Happy to have you.
Thank you. Happy to be here. Sorry we talking about this, but I'm happy to be here.
I know, right? I mean, and then we can start it out by talking about Donald Trump and the government and how this is affecting people. What are people saying in the financial world about the government shutdown?
Well, you think this is day 24 of the shutdown, so you're talking about folks who, for this amount of time, majority of people who have not gotten paid. And so what's really important for anyone who's directly impacted by this, or if you've ever been laid off, or you had a job one day and the next day that you don't have a job, the first thing that you really want to do, Rick, is you want to make sure, number one, that you stop and you talk to your family. Anybody that you live with, spouse, mate, children, anyone who's in your house, y'all need to get on the same page now about what changes we're going to have to make. Second thing that you want to do is you want to contact every creditor that you have. And this is what people tend not to do. Your landlord, your mortgage company, your credit card company, cell phone company, you need to let people know that you have been impacted by this, a layoff or this shutdown, because you might not have the money to pay. It's crazy to see people posting their paychecks and they say zero. Folk aren't getting paid. Isn't that crazy? Why are they even going through printing it if you know that you're not getting money at all?
Now, for the people who are living check to check and are about to have to do something strange for some change, what do you recommend? Has it ever been this bad before?
Well, right now we are going into the longest shutdown period right now. And so it's hard because what's even crazier about this, anyone who has been impacted, if they qualify for unemployment, they should apply. But what's crazy, everyone is ineligible for unemployment. So, if you're furloughed, if you're still required to work, technically you're not supposed to get unemployment. And the other thing, Craig, that's crazy about it is if you are eligible for unemployment and you get it, when you go back to work, you're going to actually have to pay that money back.
Wow.
Because you think when you're furloughed, they're going to retroactively pay people for the time that they've been off. So you can't win and get all your back pay and get unemployment at the same time too. So it's just you cannot win for losing right now. So you got to really double down, got to cut back on your budget, and you're going to have to get creative, legally creative, got to figure out some ways on how to get some money in so everything can kind of continue to move the same.
All right, so what about the shutdown? How does it impact tax returns and tax season?
Well, that's the thing for all the rest of us who haven't been impacted. There are thousands of folk who are not going to the IRS right now. So they said that they are actually going to issue refunds. But it's funny, when I walked into the station, I was talking to someone who's been trying to call the IRS. They're not taking calls. So if you have any questions right now, you need to expect a delay. So anyone who's I'm getting that refund, you're probably going to get it, but I'm wondering when you're going to get it. So don't plan your life like you're going to file it and it's going to show up in a couple of weeks as normal. I just can't believe that's going to happen.
Wow.
This is just, you just feel bad for these people and you're starting to see certain things unravel. The TSA is starting to wild out. They're playing whatever music they want to play over the loudspeakers at the airport.
Can you imagine having to go to work, you're required to go to work, but you're not going to get paid?
Yeah, that is crazy.
It's crazy. And I was thinking about it, can you imagine someone like Jeff Bezos from Amazon or Apple? They were we can't get on the same page about the direction we're going as a company. So you know what? We just ain't gonna pay nobody. Who can do that? Who can do that?
And how can you expect the employees to have loyalty to a job that can do that to them at any given time?
At any given time. And then we're talking about regular working people. We're not talking about billionaires and millionaires. We talk about regular folk who got to get up and go to work every day. If you need that money. People not doing it for a hobby or just kind of, we talk about life or death right now. Right. And, when you think about the statistics, they say about between 72 and 76% of Americans have less than $1,000 saved.
Oh, wow. All right, if you want to talk to Jini Thornton, you have any financial questions, or if you've been affected by the government shutdown, you can call right now. The phone lines are wide open, 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.